Starkey, we talked about what you need to chant to get through this, and I want you to go ahead and do it.
Serenity
go
now. Serenity now. Big Seinfeld fan.
Another tough loss for the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday, and another Philadelphia Eagles season that seems to be following what has become an insanely familiar pattern. And as you can probably see, insane is not too far from an accurate description of Starkey's state of mind at this moment. Take it away, big fella.
Andy Reid, what are you thinking out there? Has this been 10 years of this? And, fine, they've been very competitive.
That's the thing, 10 years. 10 years is a long time in pro sports.
I had hair 10 years ago.
Over and over. Wow.
Andy Reid, same thing you keep, Howard Eskin, who is an Andy Reid apologist, commentator out of Philadelphia, says he wants to see Andy Reid 1 year without Donovan McNabb before he makes a decision about Andy Reid. I want to see the reverse. I want to see Donovan McNabb 1 year without Andy Reid, so he has a chance to actually have a balanced offense. Same problems keep coming up. Time management, stupid challenges when they don't need to be challenged, and how about running the freaking ball?
There's so many little details. Again, if you look at the big picture, sort of macro, we've talked a lot with the Eagles about macro versus micro.
Yeah.
If you look at the big picture of what the Eagles have done in the last 10 years, there's no question that they've been very successful. It's tough to sustain what they've done over 10 years, but over the same 10-year period, over and over again, we see these little things get screwed up to an incredible degree.
The little things become big when you add them up.
Sure. They get you beat.
They get you beat. I think the Dallas game 2 weeks ago was a very winnable game if they just would have established the run earlier on. This San Diego game, they were out of it early and got themselves back in it, maybe because of McNabb. He threw for 450 yards, but they were at the goal line area so many times and didn't even try to run the ball, and ineffectively. Do they practice the run during practice?
And
maybe we ought to set them up to Manheim Central and show them how to run a practice.
Oh, there we go. There you go. So really, they ought to have 2 losses right now at the most.
Yeah.
And now we're getting into, they really are physically beat up right now. They have injury problems that might be to an extent that's prohibitive, and you might be looking at it might be tough for them to even put together a good enough record to have a shot at the playoffs.
Yeah, but everybody's got injuries this time of year, Mike. Now, granted, there's been some substantial guys out for the Eagles, but this happened last year at the same time where there were some just dumb mistakes by the coach, and all of a sudden they went on a win streak, and it sort of masked some of these problems that keep coming up. My one thing I'll say to you is, why did they go out and sign Michael Vick if they weren't going to use him? I'm not a big Michael Vick fan, but there was goal line stances, there were 3rd and 4th down situations where if you don't think you have the guys to do it, then you stick him in there and let him at least have the option, the threat of running and throwing the ball, and let him get you that first down.
Let's get to the hard bottom line, Starkey. I'm going to be a magic genie, and I'm going to make you Jeffrey Lurie. What are you going to do, my friend?
I'd like to have that money. I would let Andy Reid go, and I would let Tom Heckert go. And you know who I'd bring in?
Go ahead.
The Monday Night Football crew. I'll even bring in
Jaworski and John Gruden.
Tirico, we'll work it out. We'll keep him with...
he can do PR.
Yeah. He's a good guy. John Gruden is my next coach. I love the energy. He's been a winner twice. Now, granted, Tampa Bay didn't end very well for him, but he got him past over the hump. 10 years has been great. How about a championship? And Ron Jaworski, as the GM, his talent evaluation, how he breaks down tape, I'll take Jaws in there right now over what I've got.